Hello guys and welcome to my channel, Blissfully Single Bean. I'm your homegirl Bean and I'm your blissfully single one. Hope you guys had an amazing Halloween. I know Halloween is one of my favorite holidays, if not my favorite. It's neck and neck with Christmas. But I love everything about the holiday. I love dressing up. This year I dressed up as Harlequin and my youngest dressed up as the Black Spider-Man. It was kind of a bummer because we didn't see too many trick-or-treaters, but we made the best of the day. I made some munchies, we watched movies, we dressed up. It was good. We did the best that we could and I had fun. So here's to Halloween 2021 and hopefully we got a vaccine or something in place so that we can, put this hoe called COVID-19 to bed. You know what I mean? I'm ready to love. I'm so excited. Ready to Love is back on again with COVID and filming. There's a lot going on, so I wasn't even sure if we were gonna get another season. And there were rumors that they were switching cities to Houston, which I didn't believe at first because everything's in Atlanta, especially a single show like this. However, it was no rumor. We are back with Ready to Love, Last Resort, and they're doing something different this season. As the title would say, or as the title would denote, they are going to be staying in this beautiful resort in Houston. Now, when you watch the casting special, the way they talked about it is they wanted to remove distraction. So they wanted to keep everyone in a bubble. I think with COVID-19 running amok, production had to figure out a way to be able to bring this show to us, and doing so in a bubble is a safer way than having these singles meet up every which way. So I get it. The NBA did the same thing. They had their games in a bubble. If you were playing for the NBA, everything happened in one space. You know what I mean? So I get it. But I'm just happy we are here. Tommy is back hosting, and now we got all of these singles living together in this resort. It is what it is. The first episode was the casting session, and we see Uncle Tommy and Will Packard talk about the casting process. FYI, I did not know that Will Packard was that fine. I'm talking cute, chocolatey, slim frame. Like, I've seen Will Packard's name everywhere, but I haven't seen the face, and I'm like, Will, I'm single. I am blissfully single. So anyway, we're on episode 2. We open up to this gorgeous resort, and I'm looking like, damn, I wish I had a lot more money to travel. I'm like, that resort was looking like the remedy that I needed in my life. But child, ain't nobody got that kind of money. Plus this whole COVID thing saying stay your ass at home. But anyway, the resort is beautiful as hell. The first person that you see, that first person, the first guy or the first girl, is Kalani. Kalani is a nice chocolatey, well-built little piece of something. Like, he's really good for the eyes, but he's very muscly. I'm not into my guys being muscly. I like medium frame type guys. I don't like the But anyway, he's fine as hell. He is joined by Joy. Now, when you see Joy, the first thing you see is all this beautiful hair. And I'm like, all right, sis, I am absolutely here for it. But then you see her personality. She's very bubbly. And to me, she has a resemblance to Alexis from last season. Like, do you see it? If you see it, please drop down in the comment box. But she's giving me a lot of Alexis tease, or with the face. But anyway, her personality is really bubbly. She's having a good conversation with Kalani. And then Edwin joins. Edwin is 40. He's a chef. And he's giving me Brett tease from season 2. Brett was the fine silver fox. This is our silver fox, Edwin, the chef. Looking good, Edwin. So the three of them are having nice conversation. You know what it is? People start joining. We start populating. What's going on? Denise shows up. Denise is a track and field coach. Denise is very chiseled. I mean, that body is strong. That body is toned. Girl, give me your phone number or the number to your personal trainer. But again, she's a track and field coach and she's an athlete. So I'm guessing it's from years of conditioning and playing sports that she's so lovely. She's put together. Denise knows what she wants, and Denise is on a mission. But yeah, girl, you looking good. David joins. David is a chemical operator. And then Winter comes in. Winter's wearing this gorgeous orange dress, and she looks really cute, and the orange is like a pow factor, so you immediately notice her without her even opening her mouth. I'm like, all right, Winter, let's see what you giving. And then Chris strolls up. Chris is strolling up. Chris is strolling up in a suit with no shirt. Immediately I'm like, corny. Sorry. You got great abs, but you could put them on display in another way. I'm like, all right. So Chris is a radio personality, I believe in the Houston area, because someone recognized him or one of the ladies said something. But he comes strolling in. I don't know, his whole swagger, he seems to be full of himself, and I'm looking at him like, oh, you're a bit on the corny side. I'm just saying, just my opinion. Don't take it to the bank. When Chris saunters in, Joy sees him, and Joy goes, oh my God, Chris. Turns out Joy and Chris know one another. And all that pink that Chris got on, and all that pink that Joy got on, they look like matching sets of Pepto-Bismol bottles or something like that. But it's good that you got a common ground there. It makes things a lot more comfortable where you have somebody that you know or a familiar face. So yeah, I was here for it. Simone comes up on the scene. Simone is 37. She's an attorney. I'm not understanding Simone's outfit. It's like the breasts are like this and there are pins going. For you to be an attorney, I think there are better wardrobe choices that will probably be a little bit more conservative. Not that I'm a conservative nut, I'm really not, but for you to be an attorney and 37, the outfit came off as a little bit trashy to me. Like, you could be sexy and be classier about it. The cleavage and the pins, I don't know, it was lost for me. But Simone says that this is a Saucer's Fest, honey, and she is famished. Girl, I'm not mad. Girl, you know we love the sausage. Adriana joins. Adriana is very pretty. Out of all the girls, Adriana, when she walked up on the scene, I was like, oh, yes. She was the one that really stood out to me. And before I watched the show, I was talking to it with a friend of mine, and my friend said, well, none of these ladies stand out to me. You know, none of them give me that poom pow pow factor. But Adriana does. I was feeling her. Lovely height. She's 5'11", beautiful dark skin. She was dressed well. I was feeling Adriana. I had a feeling that Adriana was going to be one of the girls that were on everyone's wish list, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. So then nephew Tommy gets all of the couples together, you know, breaks down the rules. He says, we're all here on a journey. We're all ready to love. However, at the end, only 6 people, 3 couples will remain. And guess what? Someone will be going home tonight. You know, all the dramatics. Well, the singles get to mingling and finding out about one another. And the person that stood out to me immediately was Rashid. Not because he was, you know, super sexy or anything. It's because, nephew Tommy, you got me fucked up if you tell me that this young man is not akin to you. Rashid looks like a mini version of nephew Tommy. So what is it, nephew? Is he your younger brother? Cousin? Nephew? Tell me, because you ain't gonna pass that lie off that this young man is not related to you. So Rashid caught my attention immediately. Rashid had a little bit of an awkward energy to him, as if he was trying too much. So I'm looking like, ooh, Rashid, I don't know if you're gonna make it past this episode, but we'll see. Rashid and Denise get to talking. Denise immediately is kind of turned off by Rashid. Denise says, oh, there's a bug in my drink. I can't drink this. And Rashid goes, oh, don't worry, you can still drink it. The alcohol will kill the bug. Denise is like, oh no, sweetheart. That's not what we do around here. Denise cuts him off, excuses herself, and goes to get a drink. Rashid's sitting there looking dumb like, oh, okay. And here's a couple of ways you could look at it. Rashid, you're here to meet a possible mate. If you see a bug, or if she mentions there's a bug in her drink, says, oh, no, don't worry, sweetheart. I'll take care of that. I'll go get you another drink. So I could understand that part and where Denise was kind of annoyed with him. At the same time, I kind of felt like Denise was doing a little bit too much. like she it's almost as if her energy wasn't meeting Rashid's energy there. She didn't really want to get to know him, and she already had her walls up. So for her cutting him off that abruptly to get another drink and to come back, I'm like, yeah, there's no love lost here. A child, moving on. Chris with the no shirt on was walking, and he's having a conversation with Miss Naya. Him and Naya seem to be vibing. They seem to be getting along. All right, Chris, you know how to play this game. I have a feeling you will be here past this episode. Good going. Now we see Simone trying to get her mingle on. Now, Simone is the 37-year-old attorney. And she was awkward as hell. She's another one that seemed like she wasn't making genuine connections. Very cute in the face. Outfit needs work, but the art of conversation and the art of getting to know somebody was kind of lost in translation, which was really funny because in season 2, the first person to go home was the attorney of that bunch. So I've got to say, you attorneys, you guys, as much as your career depends on conversation and depends on litigation and, forming arguments and, talking, it seems like these attorneys are very awkward. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But she's trying to work the crowd, and it was kind of painful. I'm looking at her like, girl, I don't know about you past tonight. Adriana, pretty girl Adriana, she revealed she actually knows Rashid. Her and Rashid actually dated, and she ended up ghosting him. So it was kind of awkward for her to see Rashid here. And I'm like, it brought me back. It's like, why do you people ghost? I can't stand this new age of technology because it's so easy to disconnect from someone. You just don't text them back. It's like, why do that? So I was hoping to get into it a little bit later on in the episode as far as why she ended up ghosting him. Like, child, don't ghost. At least text and say, you know what? I need some time, or this is not going to work out, at this point in time. But just to ghost, that's like the rudest thing ever. Yes, that has happened to me a time or two. Then we see Brian having a conversation with another young lady. The young lady says, I forgot her name, but she said, I forgot her name, but the shade of red lipstick she had on was everything that I needed in my life. So I got to follow her on Instagram and ask her where'd she get that lipstick shade from. But I digress. Brian is having a conversation with her. Now, Brian was the person that caught my interest during the casting special, because he was a fine piece of something, had a 3-year-old daughter that it seems like he was actively taking care of, and he's an educator and he works with young kids. So I'm like, oh my God, an attractive man who takes care of his child? Yes. And works with children? Yes. So I was very interested in seeing Brian and the girl converse. The girl lets Brian know that she's been celibate for a couple of years, and Brian goes, oh really, I've been celibate too. And she starts laughing like, child, nigga, please. But Brian was very cute about it. Brian says, I've been celibate for the past 6 or 7 months. And no, we're not gonna laugh at that. Brian is a very attractive guy. So for you not to get any buns for 6 or 7 months when you should be getting buns every 2 weeks, I gotta applaud you, sir. So it seems as if Denise, the track star, and Kalani, they're really hitting it off. They're chilling, they're talking, they're swinging on a park bench. And it's good. You can see the chemistry is there. So Kalani asks Denise to talk about her last relationship. And Denise takes it a little bit further. She lets Kalani into the fact that during her last relationship, she was a victim of domestic abuse. So for you to go that deep with someone during an initial conversation, it was nice seeing them get deeper and connecting. So it's like, all right, guys, I got my good eye on Kalani and Denise. And I apologize to you guys. It's been a couple of weeks since I got my nails done. Pre-COVID, I used to get my nails done every 2 weeks, but post-COVID, it's like, just get it done for holidays or a special event. If you're traveling, you need your nails to look good, but just going every 2 weeks with this whole COVID thing raging amok is not what it is. So yeah, these are old. They need to get done. They'll get done, but Thanksgiving will probably be the next time around people or give a damn. Raymond is a 52-year-old musician, and I'm like, 52 where? Where that 52 at? Where's that? Where is that? You lying. He's 52, but he presents as a 30-something-year-old male. He has a very youthful face. So he's having a conversation with Alicia, and Alicia, I don't think I profiled her, but Alicia was the really thickums with a lot of tattoos. She seemed like her personality would be too much. Like, she kind of gives me mean girl, bully, over the top tease. But again, it's my first episode and I don't know her like that. But she doesn't sound like a chick I'd be comfortable, doing shots of Henny with. I'm just saying. So Alicia and 52-year-old Raymond. Raymond is a musician, and Raymond reveals that he has 5 children. Alicia goes, oh, 5 children. However, what I like about that scene is that Alicia does let us know she's a little bit surprised that he has that many children. However, she's here to find love, so she's not going to close the door on that. I said, all right, sis, you're a better woman than me, because as soon as I hear 5 children, the conversation is over. Now, Adriana and Raymond talk. Adriana is the 5'11" chocolate beauty that caught my eye. They're having a conversation and they're seeming like they're vibing. Say what you want about Raymond. Raymond knows how to work a conversation with a woman. You know what I mean? Giving me Carrie tease from season 2. All right, I'm gonna stop that. But season 2 is my only line of comparison to this one. But eventually that's gonna end as I grow to know the characters a little bit more. Adriana and Raymond are having a good conversation. They're vibing. Now, this is Rashid's chance, because Rashid mentions in his confessional there's unfinished business. He wants to re-explore talking to Adriana. Rashid says, may I have an opportunity to please speak with the beautiful Adriana? I'm like, all right, Rashid. Put it on him. But they talked. They addressed the fact that they once dated, but both of them, they were not in the right space to date. Rashid was actually fresh off of a divorce when he dated Adriana, and Adriana just broke up from a relationship, so the timing was bad. I mean, okay, that's all well and good, but at least text me to let me know you need some time. Damn. Tommy gets the guys together. He wants to know, who are you feeling? Who you think should go home? The favorites are Winter. Winter was the red bone with the beautiful orange dress, short haircut. Not surprised, because her personality matched how she looked, just cute as hell. Joy was a favorite. And he asked about women who are on the chopping block. Rashid offers up Denise. And I'm like, all right, yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. Denise seemed like she was vibing, but Denise was vibing with Kalani. The only reason why Rashid mentioned Denise is because Denise was not feeling his ass. Rashid, I see you. Man, if you that's not supposed to be how you do it, but whatever, Rashid. I have a feeling Rashid's gonna be on my nerves this season. I don't know, just a feeling. And also Simone came up as one of those ladies that is not ready to love and should go home. And I am not surprised at all. These attorneys, I tell you, no personalities. I'm not saying all, but in the context of the attorneys that have been on the show. I'm just saying. Tommy talks to the girls. The girls want Chris with the no shirt. Rashid was surprising because Rashid gave a very awkward, trying too hard energy. And Edmund is the 40-year-old chef, the beautiful salt and gray guy. Ooh, something about gray hair. Just looks so distinguished, The guys and the girls feel as if Sam should go home. Now, I did mention Sam, and it was for good reason. Sam's place was not here. It just seems as if, it wasn't as if he was trying too much, but the times that you saw Sam trying to connect, he was not. He wasn't having a conversation with these girls. It's like he was talking, but he was staring off into space. He wasn't maintaining eye contact. That connection just wasn't there. And I'm going, Sam, I don't think this is your scene. Did you come on this show just to have a moment on TV? But I don't believe that Sam is in a space where he's ready to love or ready to have any kind of connection. So when Sam's name came up as one of those that should go home, I completely understood. So Tommy gets everyone together. The guy who is going home is Samuel. Bye-bye. This was not the spot for you. But twist, actually, a woman is going home as well. Now we have Danny, and I didn't mention Danny because, again, she was not a personality that was engaging at all. We have Danny's on the chopping block, and we have Simone on the chopping block. And when when Tommy was asking about the women that should be sent home, Danny's name came up a couple of times because she gave the homie energy. There wasn't, a lot of guys couldn't connect with her on a romantic level, or that chemistry wasn't there. So she's on the chopping block, and surprise, surprise, Simone's on the chopping block. Child, you could have hit me with a feather when Simone wasn't the one to go home. It was actually Danny, but I have a feeling that Simone's time will be coming next week. But yeah, that was it on Ready to Love. I am here for the season. It's just nice having a grown and sexy show to watch. I just love it. If you like my review, please like, comment, and subscribe. And to my little brother Francois, if you're watching, thank you so much for all your support. Thank you. And guys, please follow me on my social media platforms. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Beans for Reezy. Let me know you're following me from my YouTube channel, and I will hit you with a follow back. I enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the button so every time these reviews go up, you can see it and we can chill and talk. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode. I'm here for the season because I'm ready. I'm ready to watch. Peace out, guys. Happy Sunday. Bye.